watch this video and we will talk about it. Yeah, we want to talk about it because when we see these things and we don't talk about it, it will look as if everyone is actually in support of this craziness that is among these young growing boys and girls. Just watch it. We'll come back to it.
Doing Niger Squid Game. I'm with somebody like this now.
Eh?
I'm with somebody like this now.
Oh yeah, so we go call one abe on you ko ye kiss here.
Okay, only pick a call on you abe on you make a kiss me.
Why?
Well, you I'm on Squid Game. Maybe na my breast. No be na your breast. Na my breast. Na no be your breast. Oh yeah.
Very active.
Oh yeah, I beg. No waste my time. I beg.
Your time is going. Your time is going. Your time is counting.
My time is counting.
Your time is going.
From here.
No, from under.
Is that waiting?
From under.
Okay, from under. Hey, you come me show you. From under. No, you let
You, I think say you be bad. Stop him now.
Yes, yeah.
Brother, touch the thing like touch and I say nobody.
Make you hold am well.
Hello.
Eh, we got the kilo ID.
Make you grab him now. Make you grab him. They press him.
Brother, put on inside where now.
You say waiting?
I don't understand.
You see him now?
Eh, oh yeah, kiss.
Can go.
Oh yeah, grab him. Hey. Oh yeah, kiss each other. As they grab, as they touch, they kiss.
Oh yeah, kiss.
Oh yeah, they kiss. I'm see camera. Not like that. Oh, deep kisses, guy.
You don't.
Wow.
I don't do him now.
You don't do.
This guy a bad player. Oh, man.
All right, now we talk about moral decadence among the youth. We've talked about it, many times while we were growing up in our various, when we were doing youth fellowship and other youth organizations. We talk about youth decadence and then how corrode this present generation has actually, how rotten they have gotten. When you see these things, look at a young girl in her 20s, allowing her private part, that which makes her a woman, being fumbled in the public, in this manner, all because you were promised 20,000 on a live TikTok show. You are making a mess of your youth because of that penny which is being promised to you. Promised, quote and unquote. Maybe you may get it, maybe you may not get it. But whatever the case is, you're making a mess of yourself just because of a mere 20,000 naira. Okay, well, you might say, do you have it? You just needed the money and all whatnot. Does it worth it? Most times I blame the parents, for this level of moral decadence. This level of decay in the lives of this young growing boys and girls. That takes me back to when we were growing up, because these things were not common among us while we were growing up. I blame the parents and how these kids were trained. I want to talk about how we grew up because I can't imagine any of my sisters flaunting their boobs without bra in public. I can't imagine any of my sisters, directly or indirectly. Both my cousins. You knowing who my dad is, you flaunt your boobs all over, walking around in the public, both in the compound, in the house, anywhere. You cannot do it because we know the kind of trainings we had while growing up. And I can't grow up just as I am now, seeing myself, if I were to be a girl, seeing myself flaunting those private parts of mine in public. That is how strict my father is, even till today. At 70-something, he is still just like that. You can't do it. There are certain things you can't do in his presence, and that is the level of training we received while we were growing up. These days, you see kids, you see little girls and boys doing certain things, and you begin to wonder, did this kid, do they really have parents? Do they really have parents that talk to them? Or are they now so powerful that their parents no longer have the power, the will to actually talk to their children? Young girl, what you're doing is wrong. Young man, what you're doing is wrong. We see all manner of things on social media. Oh yes, we want to catch fun. Sometimes we want to laugh over all these things. We want to laugh over them, we want to catch fun. But we have seen the level at which these things are happening. Not just that ladies are now allowing their boobs just because you want to feature on a skit. You go out without boobs, you're showing how how sizey your boobs are on a cloth you're wearing, showing your nipples out there. All manner of things. We are not saying you should not sell yourself. Of course, most of you are indirectly telling the public watching you that you are actually a sex worker. Of course, hook up, quote and unquote. Anyone can actually have access to you. That is how bad it has become. And of course, some of these parents are not talking because you have actually grown to shut your parents up. They cannot talk where you're talking. They cannot caution you. Make I hear say person wake up from my papa house. You dey show your boobs, you waka comot. When my papa still there alive. You know. I don't know really the kind God where this, the kind moral where these children they really get these days. Go to most of these skits. You cannot scroll past one or two skits without seeing a girl without a bra, showing you the size of her whatever inside. You know, must you be indecent to sell this skit you're making? Now so when they show, now so men they get interest to use on a dump on a carry waka pass, jump onto the next babe where they are available. I don't really know because I don't know whether not only me this thing they really do somehow for body. You just show yourself, they get interest. They will come. You are a market. They will come and buy you and go. A stitch in time saves 9. Oh, they don't they talk. Well, it concern me. It don't concern me. I will do my part. Even in training my own children, I will also do my part. And I will far be it that I will be alive and watch my children behave in this manner. Unless na madness enter that person's head. But I will do my part to make sure they imbibe the right cultures, the right attitude. You know, I believe parents still have a lot. They have a lot to do in the upbringing of their children. Because if they miss it, you begin to see things like this. How can you see a full grown-up girl because of so-called skit allow a man stretch his hands down through your body? And of course, hey, anyway, well, who am I to judge? I don't judge anybody. Make una use una tongue, they count on her teeth. All right, wonderful evening.